Hi everyone, Crochet CJ here for episode 22. My name's Carla. I'm a midwife and a mom, and I'm a born-again Christian, and I love people enough to tell them that. Welcome. We're going to start right off with finished objects. The reason you're a little further back this morning is because I wanted to be able to show you my pretty blanket I made. Didn't have it right next to me. Anyway, this is a granny square. It's just a giant granny square. I just started in the center and made a granny square. Now I left the end because I wanted to show you this is how much yarn I had left. So didn't waste very much, did I? I just made a big granny square and then I went around the edge with a single crochet. The yarn is excuse me, Bernat Pop 100% acrylic. I used 3 cakes that were 5 ounces and they're 280 yards and 5 ounces. The colorway is Pop Art, and that was some yarn that I bought at Tuesday morning. I want to apologize for my voice. This is why I haven't recorded sooner than this, because my voice does not want to come back. The allergies have hit full force here in Oklahoma. You know, all the spring has sprung, and it sprung right up my sinus cavity. Okay, so we'll move a little bit closer. My next finished objects, these are things I didn't do this week, but I've been working on. You know, I told you guys I was making some chemo hats for our cancer hospital here. So I have 8 hats that I made, and most of them are just basic double crochet beanies. I did make like this little granny square hat. You know, I try to make them because people are cold. This one's actually a single crochet beanie with a little double crochet band. These are all just red heart scraps. So I've got 8 of those hats, and I'm going to take those to my friend that works at the cancer center here, and that way she can give them to people who have a cold head because they've got chemo and they may not have hair, or I'm sure just being ill makes a lot of people be cold. My last finished object is the Chubby Bunny. Oh my goodness, look at this little bunny. He's got little feet, his little floppy ears, got a little tail. Okay, this is a pattern and a tutorial from Valerie at the Old Soul Crochet Company. Pardon me. She made a 2-part video tutorial on how to do that, and it's a lot of fun. You need your yarn and your fiber fill. I made that with Bernat blanket. It's a number 6 weight. It's 100% polyester. The color is Sonoma. 5.3 ounces is 108 yards, and I had this much left over. So I thought it made a cute bunny. I had a couple of skeins of that. Again, a little Tuesday morning purchase. And then like the eyes are just scraps of, it's actually impeccable black and white to make the eyes, and then the tail was just a scrap of Bernat blanket in vintage white. So that's all my finished objects for right now. Joys in progress. The only one I have currently is my Native American Afghan that I was making for the locale. Obviously didn't get it done, haven't gotten any more done on it. It's one of those that I really need to focus on. So, you know, that granny square blanket I could make when I was on Zoom and didn't have to pay a lot of attention, or when I was in the car and didn't have to pay a lot of attention. So I haven't worked on my Native American Afghan. I am going to finish it, even though I didn't get it made for the cow. That's okay. I'm usually really good at deadlines. The other thing I finished this last week was I finished the test pattern that I was doing for my friend. And as soon as she releases her pattern, I'll show you guys that finished object. And I mean, it, you know, it took a little bit of time too. And I wanted to get it finished by the deadline, which actually the deadline was April 5th, and I got it done Friday or Saturday. I can't remember. I put it in my project queue on Ravelry, and I usually try to put in the dates there. So anyway, acquisitions. So we got bored, went to Tuesday morning. It was not a very big shopping trip. I got 3 skeins of this Bernat baby blanket. It is Sandcastle is the color. It was $1.69, and I got 3 of them. It's in number 6, 100% polyester. There's 72 yards and 3.5 ounces. So, you know, it was, I thought they'd make more cute bunnies. And I guess I need to get the rest of those bunnies made before Easter. So I'll try to do that. I had a swap with Dee, and I had mentioned that I'd gotten some stuff in my Premier Mystery bag that, you know, I really, you know, don't use a lot of cotton, so I decided to swap with Dee. Well, I send her these 3 skeins of cotton, and she said, well, I'll send you some of the Lady Mary, because I have some of the Lady Mary, you know, the yarn with the sparkle in it. Well, she just didn't send me her Lady Mary. She sent me, I think, everything in her stash that had sparkle in it. So she sent me this cute little kitty cat card, and that's sweet. Love me some kitty cats. And then, I don't know what this is, but it's sparkly and blingy. She also sent me some Yarn Bee Fetching Chunky in Amethyst. It's 90% acrylic, 10% metallic, and there are 115 yards, and isn't that, I love me some purple, and it's got purple with bling. She also sent me some of the Downton Abbey Lady Mary. This colorway is, sorry, Dahlia Shimmer, and it's a really pretty purple with some bling in it, and it is 290 yards in 3 ounces. It's 95% acrylic and 5% metallic. And she also sent me this in the Lady Mary, which this colorway is Cobalt Twinkle, so it's a really pretty blue. Let's see, I think that's all of the Lady Mary. Oh, I got 2 of these Fetching Chunkies, so I have 2 of those. I know this isn't very organized. Here's some more Yarn Bee Fetching. This colorway is Carnelian, and it's really kind of a rust color. I don't know if you can see that, but lots of bling in it too. And there's 2 skeins of it. I am gonna guess that this, I think this is more Lady Mary, but there's no wrapper on it, so it's a really pretty green. I like that green too. I like greens too. There's 3 balls of this, and it's Bonanza from Universal Yarn. Wow, really tiny numbers. 1.75 ounces, 137 yards. It's 87% nylon and 13% glitter. And it's kind of, it has some texture to it. I mean, there's some different, you know, but it still won't be hard to work with because at least it's all kind of smooth on there. I like that. Sorry, I know I keep bending over. I'm trying to make sure I show you all this pretty stuff she gave me without repeating myself. This is Yarn Bee, and it's also got some glitter, and it's also got some fur to it. I don't know what I'm going to make with that. That's kind of cute. I might use that to border something. Oh, this is Holly Bee, not Yarn Bee, sorry. It's another bee, and it is, it's from Valdez, North Carolina, so I don't know. I don't see any specs on it. There's nothing to tell me how many yards or anything on that. Well, that's unusual. I wonder if it's on the inside. I don't know. They usually have all that stuff on there. This one is Holly Bee Yarns also from Valdez, North Carolina, and it doesn't have any specs on it either. And it's also kind of a furry, sparkly yarn. It's like grays and gold and stuff in there. It's really pretty. And then she sent me some Karen Simply Soft Party yarn. This color is Platinum Sparkle. These are number 4. They're 99% acrylic, 1% metallic, 3 ounces, approximately 164 yards. And so there's another one of those in Royal Sparkle. So that's another Karen Simply Soft. And then there's a Vanna's Glamour from Lion Brand. It's a number 2. 96% acrylic, 4% other fiber. There is 1.75 ounces, 202 yards. So it's really pretty. And what's the color on that one? Topaz. So that's really pretty too. I really like that. Thank you so much, Dee. That was really, really sweet of you and way over the top from what I sent you. Goodness, 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 lady. That's just crazy. I sent out my package for Kayla Llama Mama's Share Your Stash Spring Stash Swap. I got that sent out to Classy Kim, and she received it, and she posted a little video on the Yarn Mail, Happy Mail Facebook page. If you guys want to see what I sent her, it's all on there. And her package for me, I think is going to be here tomorrow. So some point later this week, I'll make another video and show you guys what all she sent me. I'm excited about that. Ordered a couple of things off Etsy. That should be here this week. And I'll show you guys that. I did send out my first purple Happy Mail in one of my purple padded envelopes. I sent my first one out this week. I'm not going to be saying who I sent those to or what I sent. It's just a way of having some fun, and my yarn stash is totally out of control. If you could see this room, this is one of our spare bedrooms, and it is just full of bags and boxes and lots of yarn. I don't think I have too much yarn. Of course, there's no such thing as too much yarn, right? But I do have more yarn than I really need to have at one time. And that's okay, because then I can share yarny goodness with other people. So I'm happy to do that. So not a big deal. The last couple of things I want to talk about. Mary from Mary's Crochet Chit Chat. I know I'm probably the last person to mention this. I've been avoiding getting on because my voice has been like James Earl Jones. And I've been having these little intermittent coughing spells, and I didn't want to do that while I was making a video. But Mary got on her YouTube settings and did some stuff and apparently wiped out all her subscribers. Well, now everybody's coming back and subscribing, which is great. If you were a subscriber and you're not aware of this, please go over and resubscribe to her channel. If you've not subscribed to her or never watched her, Mary's Crochet Chit Chat, she is an awesome lady. I call her my sister from another mister because I'm a little Irish too, and I think we kind of look alike, except my hair's a lot more gray than hers, but that's because I'm her older sister. I always wanted a baby sister, so now I have one. She's just many, many miles away in beautiful Northern Ireland. So you guys go over and check that out. There's some other people I kind of want to do some shout outs for. Cindy at Cindy Hearts Crochet. She's a very sweet lady, just has the biggest heart, and she has the most adorable dogs, one of whom is Goliath, who has been sick and things, and I know that's really hard even when our fur babies are sick. That's hard for us. And so you guys go check her out. She's a lot of fun too. You know, there's just tons of people out there that that just mean the world to me. This Yarny family just means so much to me. Becky at Funny Farm Crochet, go check her out, especially her April 1st video. You need to check that out. Karen at Happiness is Homemade. She's really wonderful too. And Carrie Penny at Happy Crafty Homemaker. She is a hoot, and she is so super talented and bi-stitchable because she does some knitting too. A lot of these people do some knitting too. I still have not picked up my knitting needles and learned very much because I keep having all these crochet projects. And right now I have a stack of fat quarters fabric sitting on my kitchen table waiting to be cut into project bags, which I need to make because I bought fabric to make them. And the other thing is I also want to start sending some of those out in Happy Mail. The last thing I kind of wanted to visit with you guys about is one of our Yarny community has suffered a loss, another member, and just want to send my love out to Rose and Carrots and the family and let you guys know that, you know, we're all here for you and thinking about you. And I know there's nothing more to say other than I'm sorry for your loss, and if you need something, please let me know. I do want to read, I'm not going to preach it, y'all, but I really just want to read this little part from Revelation 21, 3 and 4. And I heard a loud voice from the throne saying, now God's presence is with people, and he will live with them, and they will be his people. God himself will be with them all and will be their God. He will wipe away every tear from their eyes, and there will be no more death, sadness, crying, or pain, because all the old ways are gone. And when you think about heaven, no sadness, no pain, no tears, and God just right there wrapping his arms of love around us and making sure that we're taken care of. So if you're not sure what's going to happen to you when you pass away, when you die, please, please get a Bible. Find somebody that you know is a Christian and knows about heaven and knows about Jesus's sacrifice and death to save us from sin. I know it's not something people want to talk about, but it's important to me, and I have to say it. And I want y'all to remember that Jesus loves you, and so do I. And until next time, God bless y'all.